Hi everyone, Abby here, and welcome back to my channel for Tech Tuesday, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be comparing the Garmin Vivoactive 4S to the Garmin Fenix 6S Pro. But before I get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned to all my new videos dropping weekly, and so you can help the channel grow. So I've gone ahead and left timestamps for key points in the description below, and I have done full reviews on both of these watches, so if you're looking for something a bit more in depth, you can go ahead and check those out. I have them on the top right, as well as in the description below for you. So I have the Garmin Vivoactive 4S in the color Dust Rose Light Gold, and I have the Garmin Fenix 6S Pro in the color White Rose Gold. So the first major difference I'm going to talk about is price. So the Garmin Vivoactive 4S comes in at $479.99 Canadian or $349.99 American, while the Garmin Fenix 6S Pro comes in at $879.99 Canadian or $699.99 American. So there's definitely a big price gap between these watches. One other thing I do want to note is that both of these released about the same time in 2019, and because they have been around for a while now, they both do go on sale quite frequently. So that's one great thing about both these watches, is that you will be able to find these on sale for like $100 to $200 off, maybe even more, depending on the sale. All right guys, so now I'm gonna go over some feature similarities between both of these watches, such as both have built-in GPS, music download capabilities, they both have a transflective sunlight visible display, and more, as you guys can see on screen. All right guys, so I have the packages here, and I'm gonna show you them so you can see all around them. So first I'm gonna start off with the Fenix 6S Pro package. And now we have the Vivoactive 4S package. And on the back, we can see an abundance of information highlighting what the watches can do. So now I'm gonna go ahead and try these on so you can see what they look like on me. All right guys, so I've just put them both on the same wrist so you can see the size difference up close here. So here we have 1.1 inch display, and here I have 1.2 inch display. So you can definitely see the difference here. You can have kind of more information and bigger text on the Fenix 6S Pro than you do on the Vivoactive 4S. And I do have a 7-inch wrist, guys. And one thing I do want to let you guys know is that the Fenix 6S Pro here, it has a lot of metal on here. It comes in a little bit heavier in weight. I believe it's around like 55 to 60 grams, whereas this one is 42 grams. But I do want to let you guys know that honestly, I haven't really noticed much of a difference. I was worried going to the Fenix line that this one was going to be super heavy because it just looked really bulky online, but in person, it's not bulky at all, and it's actually super lightweight. When I have this on or this on just solo, they basically feel the same, so that's something that I really like about these watches. All right guys, so now I'm going to go into the major feature differences between both of these watches. The Vivoactive 4S is touchscreen, as well as it has 2 buttons here. But the Fenix 6S Pro is completely button operated, guys. No touchscreen on that watch. The Fenix 6S Pro can download and store up to 2,000 songs, while the Vivoactive 4S can store up to 500 songs. And I have listed some other differences on screen for you guys. I'm just gonna go more into depth into some of these, but these are kind of main differences in my opinion between both of these watches. All right guys, so one major difference to go into is the battery life. So with my uses, which I have on screen for you guys, which are things like GPS runs and walks, cardio activities, daily timers, alarms, and more, I have gotten 5 to 6 days with my Vivoactive 4S, and I have gotten 7 to 8 days on my Fenix 6S Pro. So you definitely get a little bit more battery life here, a couple extra days. Another thing is that the Fenix 6S Pro does have power management, so you can go turn on like a battery saver mode, which is going to extend the battery life of your watch a lot, guys. All right guys, so when it comes to activity tracking, you're gonna find a huge difference here. So the Fenix 6S Pro can track way more activities than we can with the Vivoactive 4S. I put on screen for you guys a bunch of them here that the Fenix 6S Pro can track, and then ones that the Vivoactive 4S can track, just so you guys can kind of compare and contrast those. All right guys, so another difference here is the operation. The Vivoactive 4S is a touchscreen watch that does have 2 buttons, while the Fenix 6S Pro is a watch that is completely button operated and has 5 buttons to use it. I find them both pretty easy to learn how to use. However, I do find the touchscreen on the Vivoactive 4S easier to use, while the Fenix 6S Pro does have more of a learning curve, especially if you're someone who is new to button-only operated watches. And you know, in terms of the operating system, they are a little different. When you're using the Vivoactive, you can simply like swipe through and see all your metrics. But with the Fenix 6S Pro, as you go through, you see like a kind of a snapshot of your items. And then when you click on it, you can see a bigger view to get more information. So when it comes to GPS, I find both of the GPSs pretty accurate. I will say that the Fenix 6S Pro does connect faster once I get outside to my GPS, where this one does take a little bit longer, maybe an extra like 10-15 seconds or so, just to keep that in mind. And then this one does have built-in maps. So this can be helpful if you're planning a run. It could also be helpful if you're kind of wondering what's around you in terms of stores and stuff like that. So I actually love having the built-in maps here, but we do not have that on the Vivoactive 4S. So now it's coming up to durability, guys. This watch is definitely a more premium watch, the Fenix 6S Pro. On the back here, this is made of, you know, all of metal, where this is made of plastic. And I find the metal here scratches very easily. You know, whether you drop it, you bang your arm into a wall, keys get on it, whatever happens, it scratches. However, on the Vivoactive 4S, as you could see, the plastic here, there's hardly any wear, guys. I've had this thing for a long time, almost 2 years now, and there's hardly any scratches on here, guys. And I've definitely like dropped it, banged it around, you name it, it's happened. Well, the Fenix 6S Pro has, you know, a military standard drop test rating. You know, basically what that means is it should be more durable when you drop it, bang it around, stuff like that. However, in my experience, I'm finding the Fenix 6S Pro is scratching a lot more easily than my Vivoactive 4S. All right, guys, so if you already have the Garmin Vivoactive 4S or Vivoactive 4 and you're thinking about upgrading to the Fenix 6S Pro, is it worth the upgrade? Well, at the current regular price, I'm going to say no. You know, $879.99 or $699.99 American, just no. However, I will give this a conditional yes with a few exceptions, guys. First, you have to buy this thing on sale. At the regular price, not worth the upgrade, guys. Next, I know the Fenix 6 series is Garmin's flagship watch and they threw almost everything in there. I don't think you have to be a triathlonist to use it, but you do have to be someone who's going to take advantage of those extra features on the Fenix 6S that are not on the Vivoactive, such as having topographical maps built in, open water swimming, bigger display, suggested workouts, better battery life, and more. If you fall into those categories, then I would say yes, I think it's worth the upgrade. However, if you already have the Vivoactive 4S and you're loving it, it's working well for you, and you really don't need the extra stuff like built-in maps, extra music storage, a bigger display, and all that stuff, then I'm gonna say don't upgrade, guys. Like, the Vivoactive 4S is a solid watch, and it can do a lot of the things that the Fenix 6 series can. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you did find this comparison helpful. And if it's anything I missed today that you want to know, just go ahead and drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.